this one will blow your mind. Hart, Rush, and the Doobie Brothers at a high school in Erie, Pennsylvania. The House of the Rising Sun. You'd think the guy would have taught me an easier song, but all part of the journey. You go, I love the song, I love the Eric's voice, their rendition of it, and he's showing me the chords, and I half-assed practiced during the week, went back to second week, I didn't really know it. He showed it to me again, I half-assed practiced, came back to third week, and the guy said, don't waste my time. If you don't have your act together next week, don't ever come back again. And I got it. He slapped me down. I learned the song. I can play it for you now. I've sung with Eric Burdon since. It was an important seminal moment in my life. Runaway. I went to a radio station that was so brand new that it didn't have a receptionist. And this again was just blind luck. And the DJ saw me through the window of the booth and, sort of gave me the finger and said, wait. And he came out on a break and I explained that I've got this song and a bunch more. What do you think? He said, wait till after my shift, and told me they were doing a homegrown record. And it was going to be, in New York City. And he heard Runaway and he goes, that's a hit song. And I said, I know, tell someone else. And they started to play it on the radio in New York before I had a band, before managers, record deals, anything. It was me knocking on a DJ's window and a guy named Chip Hobart who answered my prayer. And so, hearing it on the radio that first time, you wanted to get pulled over by the cops because you wanted to go point at the radio and go, that's me on the radio. Yeah. As an extra, I was shot by the Young Guns cast, which led me to write Blaze of Glory. But my first, then I started to study the craft of acting, and 2 years later, my first movie role was in Moonlight and Valentino with Gwyneth Paltrow and Liz Perkins, Whoopi Goldberg, and Kathleen Turner. So that was the first of 12 movies that I was in. It was great. It was, again, an important part of my life and my career. Movies influenced that next chapter. Always, I had written for a movie. I had written for a movie called Romeo is Bleeding. I just didn't give him the song. 18 million copies of that record later. That was a monster song. So movies were very important to my writing and my growth and the band's growth. This is an album of we, the people.
Bon Jovi 2020.
Stories are personal, and yet they're universal.
Performed live in its entirety.
We're here, you're there.
The broadcast premiere of On a Night Like This, Bon Jovi 2020. And don't miss the exclusive pre-show. Access TV presents A Conversation with John Bon Jovi. Hosted by Allison Hagendorf. Bon Jovi 2020. Saturday, March 20th. Starting at 8. Go to access.tv or download the app for additional Bon Jovi content.